Hello. In this video, we're going to look for student t-test question using TI Nspire calculator. Here is our question, really typical question. Now the problem here, or what we need to be investigate, is whether or not the teenager's mean screen time is greater than 3 hours. And answering that question, there is a 10 teenagers sample. And we are to perform a one sample t-test with 5% significance level to answer the question. And when we start answering this question like this, we would automatically set the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Those are almost every time asked. I would say they are every time you have to give null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. So we will start with that first. And null hypothesis in this question is the given 3 hours mean time. So null hypothesis is that teenagers' mean screen time is 3 hours. Important that you have this word mean in there, or average could be there as well. Then alternative hypothesis is always what we are trying to check, and that is teenagers' mean screen time is greater than 3 hours. Now we will look how you go forward with calculator. Now the numbers are given in a one row or list like this, we will have to choose list and spreadsheet from our calculator. So this green icon from the middle over here. So we choose that one. Then before we enter the numbers, make sure you name that column with any word. Otherwise, you will not be able to calculate anything. So that's an important step. So then we will just add the numbers in the column. And once we have placed our numbers here in our calculator, have a habit of checking your numbers, going through them one more time, making sure that you have placed correct numbers. You do not want to make a mistake by placing a wrong number. Then you choose any empty cell, and then we press menu. We choose statistics, statistical tests, and t-test. Then we have two options to choose from, either data or stats. In this question, we choose data because there's data given in the question. Stats, you will choose if sample mean value and sample standard deviation values are given in a question. That seldom happens, but could happen. But anyway, in this question, we choose data. Our null hypothesis mean value is the first to answer here, and that's 3 hours. List is screen, or the word you have written in your column. Frequency list is always 1. You don't need to do nothing with that. Then there's an important question about the alternative hypothesis, and this depends on the question. Now we have the first one, that our mean value, or the teenager's mean value, is greater than 3 hours. So we will choose the first one. We would choose the one in the middle if we would be checking if the teenager's mean screen time is different than 3 hours. And then the lowest one would be that the mean time for teenagers' screen time is less than 3 hours. But we will choose this first one. But this is something you have to be carefully choosing the right one. And here is all we need to answer the rest of the question. And actually all we need is this p-value in this type of a question. And now going forward with solution, so we have those null hypotheses and alternative hypotheses. Then next step is to find p-value. And make sure you will round it up with 3 significant figures in your answer. So that's our p-value. Now, before I go forward, you can pause the video and think yourself, do we reject null hypothesis or do we not, based on the 5% significance level? I will go forward and answer that question. Since p-value is less than 5%, we have enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. So that's our conclusion from p-value. And then make sure you will word the final conclusion in the context of the question. So our final conclusion is that teenagers' average screen time is greater than 3 hours. And here is all you need to answer to student t-test question. Make sure that you will practice this question many times. So maybe you can use the same example I have in this video and pause it and try to do calculations yourself. Then what is important is that you know how p-value works, how you make the conclusion. So if p-value is smaller than level of significance, we have enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. If it's greater, then we don't reject null hypothesis. So that was our video this time. See you in the next video.